It's like,
They're
I'm
protecting
sorry.
him. That's what I'm
The
saying.
with the whole department. She said right after that, oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
He said,
Come again? I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And the words that came out of his mouth right after that, guys.
Hey guys, welcome back to Human No Resource. So we're going to talk about the devastating case of Sonya Massey. So Sonya Massey was a 36-year-old mother from Illinois.
Now on July the 6th, Sonya suspected that there was a lurker or a prowler in her area, so she called the police. Now 2 police officers came from the Sangamon Sheriff's Department to respond to her call. Now tell me how just 2 officers responding to a call end up the unaliving of Sonya Massey.
Check the whole area. What took you so long to answer the door?
Oh, I was trying to put on some clothes, sir. I'm sorry. I was trying to get...
I got you. All right. Is there anything else we can do for you?
Huh?
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Doing all
So
right,
they're about to leave.
Sure.
My medicine and stuff.
All right. Okay.
I love y'all. Thank y'all.
Okay. She says, I love y'all, thank
That's not
y'all.
your black car, though. The SUV?
He doesn't budge. Okay, so that's the clip. Okay, we can see the 2 officers responding to her call. So we see Sonya there and also Grayson. Okay, Officer Grayson. We also see the other officer, but we don't know it. We can't find his name, you guys. We tried, looking in the internet and all that, but if you guys know, please write it down below in the comment section, okay? Mm-hmm. So in the beginning, when she first opened the door, she says to the two officers, mm-hmm. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. Now, Grayson responded by saying, why we're going to hurt you? You called us. Which was very questionable, right? Yeah. Of his state of mind.
Now, in the video again, you can see is that immediately when they address her concern and they said there's nothing wrong going, you fine. She completely confirms with them too. Okay, then, well, thank you guys. All right, we're gonna leave right now. And clearly, the other officer was about to leave, not Grayson, and she's about to close her door. But Grayson doesn't budge at all.
He doesn't.
It's like he was unsatisfied with the outcome. Even before that clip that we showed you guys right now, he was pacing back and forth and back
and forth. He was frustrated.
And she even opened the door and said, why'd you take you so long? It's like, well, I'm just putting on my clothes.
Yeah. For the love of God, it's in the middle of the night. Yeah.
Already you can see aggression going
yep.
on with Grayson. And a lot of people are pointing out on social media is they had ample amount of time to leave once the issue was resolved. But he didn't budge. And then it's like he wanted to open up a new case. Like, okay, who does that car belong to right there? Sounds like something incriminating is about to go down. And the other guy, the other police officer, like you said earlier, like, I don't know why he didn't take the initiative to kind of say, okay, listen, Grayson, let's go.
There's nothing here.
Our job is done. There's other important calls you guys can address.
Yeah. Then we're going to talk about his history of employment. We're going to talk about that later.
Hey, I just need your name so we can get out of here. Was there any damage previous to your car?
How are you talking about cars right now?
Okay, what was the damage?
A dent, I believe.
What about windows?
Oh, it was something that happened earlier.
You can see she's calm, collected.
What is your last
A bit
name?
overwhelmed too.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have to think about your last name. You're not in trouble. I just need to text.
She's scared. How is she scared?
You have an ID that make things so much easier.
Oh my goodness.
I just need
You know what's interesting too?
Yeah.
The Grayson asked the guy to go check the car. What a very slick move right there, right? Because we don't know what he said.
Yeah.
To Massey to allow himself into the house, right?
Yeah.
Like, how did you get in?
Yeah. And after that, he asked for her ID.
Yeah.
Right? And he said, the minute we get your ID, your information, we're going to leave. That wasn't the case, you guys.
Why do you need her ID? Why are you investigating the case of the car? That wasn't initially why I called you.
Yeah.
What are you looking for? First of all, anybody in that situation would be overwhelmed.
Yes. Yes. And the thing is, she wasn't yelling, she wasn't screaming or anything like that. She was still calm. Okay, so after this, things escalate. So we're not going to show any clips, we're just going to show pictures. Yeah. And we see Grayson point something in the kitchen, which was a pot full of water on the stove. And Grayson says, we don't want to start a fire over here.
Yeah, and so she gets up and she goes to the stove. Guys, notice this. We were trying to listen to this very carefully. It sounds like she said, as she's approaching the stove, I'm going to spill.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and I would encourage you guys check it out.
Yeah, I encourage you to listen to it. And then after, when she says that, then the guys start backing up. Mm-hmm. And then she says, where are you going?
Yeah.
And the guys are coming in. It's like, where are you going? And then what did he say?
Away from your steaming hot water.
Yeah. And then after she said right after that, oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Is it come again?
I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Mm-hmm. And the words that came out of his mouth right after that, guys. the vulgarity, and the fact that he even he said the very same thing he actually did.
Yeah.
And guys, in the clip, you can clearly see he immediately pointed out his gun as he said that to her. And she completely freaks out.
Yeah.
And puts the pot. Now, notice this, guys. I feel
she
like.
says, sorry, I apologize.
Well, even before that.
Yeah.
When she was saying, I rebuke in the name of Jesus, we notice clearly that the pot
is being filled with water.
being filled with water.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure she's not filling that pot with with hot water.
No.
She's probably filling it up with cold water.
With cold water.
Yeah.
Clearly refilling it with cold water. Okay? So, by now, clearly, you know, if you guys
she's not a threat.
She's not a threat. If you clearly can assess the situation, sure, she's at rebuke in the name of Jesus, but clearly you can see she's filling the pot with water, meaning 9 out of 10, or I'm going to say 100% confident that pot is either cold right now, the water in there is cold, or it's warm.
Yeah.
So what are you afraid of? What threat are you what threat are you afraid of?
Like at this point, you could see clearly the guy,
and she was in a shock. She was like,
motive.
she's like, oh, and she put the pot to the side, and she ducks real quick.
Yeah.
Right? And it said, put the pot down. Now she gets up very briefly to grab out the pot. Because I'm telling you right now, the pot looked like it wasn't sitting in the right area.
Afraid if it fell down or something
or
like that.
splashed the water on her. And that small little gesture, guys, clearly you can tell the pot is not a threat.
So she apologized. She's on the floor pleading, and she wanted to grab the pot so she could bring it down with her. Clearly she's not a threat, but still you thought of doing the actions that you have done.
That you said you were going to do.
Yeah.
And he did it.
So, yeah. Yeah, this case was very shocking to me.
Yeah. And you know another shocking thing too is, you know, his partner. A lot of people want to kind of let his partner slide, and you and I,
we went back and forth.
We went back and forth with it, and I'm gonna stand on my ground.
Okay.
I believe 100% his partner should be held accountable to. Should fear hefty consequences, because I don't give a snap even if you think you are a rookie. Okay? You had every single possibility to neutralize your friend, right? Or to even tell your friend there is no threat over here, but you aided him, okay? Or even if you didn't even intentionally want to do anything, by simply you pointing the gun, gave your friend extra confidence. And that guy's crooked, guys. We're going to talk about him. Very crooked. But out of every single thing they possibly could use, even a taser, they picked up that weapon.
Yeah. No, you could see clearly that Grayson really wanted to do something.
Yeah.
And he did it. And unfortunately, a life was
taken away.
Yeah. Now, after all of that, the department told Massey's family that an intruder unalived her, or she unalived herself. Yeah.
And when the body cam footage came out, by the way, guys, I don't know how this law thing works about the whole releasing of the body cam.
I'm glad there's body
cam.
Let
us know how that goes down. Right now, we're in July the 24th. A week ago, they let go the police officer Grayson.
Yeah. Just last week.
Yeah.
And this case started in July 6th.
This case happened in July the 6th.
Yeah. Like, they're so slow at this point.
Is not
like,
even
this
slow.
Is slow.
It's not even slow.
And the thing is, we have no information with the other officer.
Yeah. It's like,
they're
I'm
protecting
sorry.
Him. That's what I'm
the
saying.
With the whole department and the whole sheriff, with all of them. Literally.
Yep.
Like, they lied to the family. That's why I said everybody involved should be run through the court system. At this point, I would like all of them to be transported to another city and get trial there.
I wonder where's the
because
FBI
they're all crooked.
on this. Like, the FBI should be involved. Yeah.
CIA to everybody. Yeah. Now, the thing is, they terminated him, Grayson. But it's a little bit too late because they knew what kind of record he already had.
So let's talk about this crooked cop and his record of employment. Now, he has been fired and resigned and other for 6 times, first of all.
In the span of?
In the span of 4 years.
Yeah. And he has 2 convictions of driving under the influence. Now, tell me this, okay? If you're a hospital and a surgeon comes to you with a record like that, would you hire them?
No, you wouldn't.
Of course you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this one? Let's say if you were a teacher. No, let's say if you were a daycare.
A caregiver or something like that.
A daycare. And you have a teacher trying to get employment with your daycare. Okay? Would you hire him or her with a record like that?
No, you wouldn't.
Of course you wouldn't.
Like,
And
this
let's
guy
say if you
is a
actually
menace.
did. But let's say if you actually did. Let's say if you did hire a teacher like that. I'm telling you right now, anything that comes after that,
It's
the
your
teacher's on top of it, your
responsibility.
responsibility.
Definitely.
100%. Now, obviously, this case went to court, and this crooked cop, Grayson, pleaded not guilty on all 5 counts. This is the Sangamon County Court, by the way. And let me tell you something, okay? I hope he catches everything in the book.
Definitely.
All right. I hope we never see his life again. And even everybody involved in covering it up, I hope you guys catch something too.
100%.
And now for her family, Massey's family, I hope you guys find peace, justice. And I want to say one more thing, guys. Stay safe.
Yeah.
Be there for one another.
Especially in these times.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you guys, on that note, please like and subscribe this video, and bye now.